Very interesting play by the United States of America's public servants in regard to the crypto contagion and the main character, Sam Bankman-Fried, former CEO of FTX International. Let's get into exactly what happened and why this is very, very interesting. Earlier today, U.S. criminal charges against Sam Bankman-Fried will not be dropped. These prosecutors aren't playing any games, and this is going to be the reason why. These charges include technicalities around his extradition back to the U.S. and campaign finance violations. The key here is campaign finance violations, but let's first address the initial part of his extradition back to the United States of America. So we all know people operate businesses overseas for different reasons, sometimes tax implications, sometimes because they want to do something that's not necessarily really warranted or makes sense with what's happening in the US. And I don't blame them, because let's talk about crypto assets. Crypto assets are under attack. And a lot of the products and services offered to traditional finance people is not offered to retail traders. And a lot of the products in crypto are for traditional finance folks, okay? Which I think is absolutely wrong and predatory. So he decided to go to the Bahamas to open his business, FTX International, Alameda, all of that jazz. But the problem that happened is when they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, FTX US, which is kind of like a sister company, got caught up in the mix. And so those users got hurt. The reason why this is problematic is because the United States of America actually introduced laws for crypto assets and also changed the accredited investor thing. We wouldn't have had a lot of these issues. And again, I don't think we need any type of an accredited investor laws any way, shape, or form. I think that they're very predatory and they don't do any good except if you have a lot of money. Again, to keep the poor poor and the rich richer. We're not going to get into that there. But the interesting thing here is the campaign finance violations. And it also came out. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried has been charged with bribery for allegedly paying $40 million to Chinese officials in order to reclaim $1 billion in frozen cryptocurrency. So he went ahead and bribed somebody from a different country. That particular country is actually outdoing the United States of America in every aspect possible, and we're actually in a lot of debt to China. So it makes sense that they were not going to drop his charges. However, this causes a bit of an issue. And the reason why it causes a bit of an issue is he also bribed a lot of politicians in the US, both red and blue, one side more than the others. And it's going to be interesting to see what people are going to be thrown under the bus with this, because this is a charge that they're not going to get rid of. And I think with this particular charge, with bribing Chinese officials, there's going to be some serious repercussions. Again, we already know that China is a lot more open-minded to crypto assets, but not really. I mean, they released their white paper recently. They've got their digital yuan, the CBDC, all of that stuff. But at the same time, it's heavily controlled by the government. But if you take a step back and you look at what's happening in America, we're really, really, really far behind. So anyways, this is a very, very important revelation. I'm curious to see how this is actually going to impact the case and lots of different aspects, especially how they're going to decide to regulate crypto assets in the United States. Also, the Coinbase thing, or the Coinbase insider trading versus the SEC thing, kind of just dropped. We'll be covering that in tomorrow's show. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, babes, follow for more. Bye-bye.